Yo, hey man, how's it going? Sorry for this looking like a bad kung fu movie with the dub, but I got home and realized that son of a gun, I had forgotten to turn on my microphone that I had plugged in. Rookie mistake, I know. Um, so I'm just kind of do this best I can, try to figure out what it was that I said, maybe touch my beard, point up, point down, that kind of stuff. But what I think I'm talking about here is I'm talking about some of the things that some of the findings, obviously. Probably talking about that pipe that is still in front of the filter door. A few other little things, the light switch that's tripping the breaker, some other odds and ends. And I can't wait to take you on a personalized tour of some of these things. All right, so coming into the attic here, I wanted to start with the big ones. So, of course, you can see that over here at the attic, you've got that pipe that they haven't done anything with. Obviously, it's still right in front of that door. And pulling on this thing, you see that you can't do anything with it. Can't pull that door off. Can't pull that filter out. And of course, that pipe's not moving. So even if they said they were going to fix it and hadn't, they still need to get it done. So door is a little bit stiff to get in, but it does finally snap into place. There it goes. Snap. Just got to use your right hand, not your left. So that needs to be taken care of. Coming over here, you can see overall the drain lines look pretty good. But one thing I did want to mention is that this suction line, the low pressure line, you can see the insulation is totally missing after you can see where it's been ripped off. So I don't know if it's kind of hard to make out, but there's a ton of condensation that's on this, and that will condense and drip. It'll drip down into your ceiling below. And here you can see just how wet it is. A little bit of moisture, it's dripping. There's your decking. A little bit of water's not going to hurt it as long as that is not consistent. Now that'll dry, but day after day after day, from spring to fall, that could cause some issues. So that needs to be replaced. Oh, back here, just to the right of that, you've got this duct that is not properly insulated and sealed. So you can see the metal here. What I'm afraid is going to happen here at this duct is that without the proper insulation, it too is going to condensate. So, you got that humid air in that attic, and that's what happens when it hits cold. Overall, the attic looked pretty good. You got this little tent thing that adds a little bit of insulation over the attic entrance. Now, your attic entrance should be insulated to the same as your ceiling, which is R38, but it never is. But at least you've got this little insulative tent that just kind of goes over the entrance, just kind of sits there like a taco. So I've never seen a builder actually add more insulation other than one of those little tent covering things here. So that goes on top, and hopefully that'll help keep that hot air in and cold air out. So blah, 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 blah. Okay, coming down here. Now, this issue with the lights, you can see all these lights are off. Well, I had them on, but when I turned on this switch, man, it tripped the breaker. Now, since then, I have not been able to turn that breaker back on. It just keeps tripping. I've tried all kind of combinations of different switches up there, but for whatever reason, that thing is tripping. Now, it could be an issue with the breaker. I don't know, man. It's quite possible that the breaker could be doing its job and there's an issue with the circuit itself. But all these lights flipped off as soon as I turned that one switch on. So just going to let the Sparky handle it. They'll figure out exactly what the issue is and make sure that that thing is working for you. I would assume. I would hope they do that for you. Let's see. A few other little things. Obviously, this wall needs to be painted. You're missing some insulation here next to the dishwasher. You've got some grout that's cracked out at the entrance to the garage. Hole in the ceiling in the garage. That's at your water heater. Got a really nice water heater, by the way. That's a heat pump water heater. Sweet. Here's a hole in the wall of the garage, and this son of a gun goes all the way through. That goes to the outside, as you can see. So, obviously, needs to be fixed. Your condensing unit, not secured to the base. Don't want this thing vibrating, starting to walk, which it can do. The dishwasher, washing machine drain needs to be uncapped there. Oh, and one of the biggest things of all, hinge upside down. I jest, of course, not a big deal, but over time that could fall out. Been known to happen. Definitely, eventually want to get that fixed. If you're going to negotiate anything, negotiate that. That's no big deal. Overall, the house looks pretty good, man. Really happy. Oh, another thing on the outside that needs to be sealed up. Oh, here I am again talking about how great the house is. I did do one over there in Margarita about a couple weeks ago. Granted, it was a bigger house, but overall it was pretty similar. Might have had a few extra things wrong with it, but overall, man, this builder I'm really happy with. I certainly wish they would fix that damn pipe in the way of the filter door, but at least they got a lot of their other stuff sorted out, and I have no doubt that once you give them this report, they'll get these things fixed too. So, all right, man. Well, peace. I hope you enjoy the rest of your trip, and we will talk to you later. Let me know if you have any questions. I think that's what I'm saying. See ya.